when you guys played, the rivalries felt heated. Like I mentioned Jeff Van Gundy.
Talk to him.
You can stop. So, but Heat Knicks.
Right.
Crazy. You guys wouldn't talk to each other.
Right.
And I understand why everyone's friends now.
Right.
Because we've nationalized youth basketball, where the really best players know each other from junior high and high school and all of that.
Right.
But is that also something that you guys are both like, can we get back to strongly disliking or holding rivalries?
Yeah, well, I remember in the playoffs when, Scotty and Michael wouldn't even shake my hand in the jump ball.
Refused.
They refused. They looked at me.
You went in for it.
And I went and they walked away from it. So now as everybody's hugging, kumbaya, hey man, good to see you, and all that. No, we ain't do nothing. It was a fist bump, keep it moving.
See, what's interesting is
talk after the game.
You guys get called like old heads or haters for that, but fans feel the same way.
Yeah.
We want to see that because that's why we fell in love with the NBA.
Yeah.
And so the only people that don't want it are the players.
80s, 90s basketball, and I continue to get feedback from folks. They miss it. They miss the physicality of the game. They miss the Knicks Heat rivalries. They miss the Chicago Indiana series. They miss those type of rivalries, the intensity level of those games. They miss it. They miss our matchup. Going at each other. So
I have a witness. My cousin Kenny was in the elevator on draft day in Portland. I go in the elevator. See that same damn look he got? He looking at me. I'm looking at him. All we hear is ding, ding, ding. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, you don't want to mess with me? I don't want to mess with you. And that's how we played.
So I know for you, you're like, we're rivals. Were you like that too, where you could?
Straight up. We were rivals. He was one, I was two. It was this every time we played against
both first team all rookie, both 20 and 10.
And I don't know if white people have that I don't like your face, but black people, we know when we don't like each other. Like he looking at me and like he sized me up like you ain't that big, and I'm looking at him like, oh, you don't look that thick. I think it was just crazy. So you mentioned the difference between our era and new era. You see anybody that's playing like we played, and do you see it ever coming back? Because I watched Zach Edey the other day.
Yeah.
Drop stepping and she's doing a lot of jump hooks. It actually made me feel proud.
We love Zach Edey in our pre-draft workouts. I mean, we were looking at him, man. He had a great pre-draft workout with us, man. And, he's one of those guys that's committed to getting better. And I love it. I mean, obviously he had a great college career. Zach Edey, he plays big like us. He plays big. Set good screens, roll hard to the basket, try to dominate the paint, be a paint presence, what have you. He ain't standing out there heaving up threes and jumpers and everything. He's going to the rim. I like Zach. I think he's going to have a great career, God willing he stays healthy. But I like what I see in Zach Edey, for sure. To answer your question, do I see anybody? Embiid, I think about big man, and I think the Joker has kind of revolutionized our position. He really has, because, he has incredible touch, the hooks that we had inside, little turnarounds and everything, up and unders, he's got the footwork and everything, same stuff we used to do. But the way he passes the ball, and occasionally he steps out there and he shoots that three, and he hits it. There's timely shots that he hits from out there. It's not a heavy volume of shots out there, I don't like to see bigs with a heavy volume of threes, because I think, I think you first of all, you're not using your size to your advantage to help your team, number one. There's a reason why you're called a big man. Use it to your team's advantage. You're closer to the rim when you stand in the paint. So use it to your advantage, So I don't like it when guys, Wemby, I look at him, I see his skill level out on the perimeter, and I'm like, Jesus, if I'm not that long and tall, I want to be closer to the basket as I can, But I see his skill level outside, and it's working to his advantage. But it's imagine if he put a little bit more emphasis in the painted area, And then I see guys like Embiid, God willing, he stays healthy. He's probably the closest thing to us, dominating in the paint, if he stays healthy,
You said the other day he's not playing back-to-backs. Now, put on your general manager hat. You approve of that or you disapprove? I disapprove.
Well, first of all, we come from a different era, big fella, I mean, we do.
Don't be nice, Alonzo.
I'm not, listen.
You've literally watched it.
I'm an executive, so I can't just be bashing these players. You know what I'm saying? Good point. But I have a biased opinion, obviously. I do. I got a biased opinion because we played in the era
which
we played
physical.
a whole lot of back-to-backs.
Yeah, but it was
we were hurting.
It was physical.
This
era's not physical,
No,
so I don't know why you're not playing back-to-backs.
It was very physical when we played. Extremely physical.
And that's the only problem I have with it. Like, you shoot a heavy amount of jumpers. You don't really get banged up a lot in the post. Why are you not playing back-to-backs?
Well, maybe it's something physically that we don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it's something going on with him physically that we don't know that the team doctors in Philly knows. But to tell you the truth, I'm a little biased. You are as well. We play back-to-backs. We do what we got to do to help our team. It's as simple as that.
What percentage of NBA players do you think can handle the way that you guys used to work and the way that how physical and how demanding? How many NBA players today? Zero?
Oh, players?
Yeah, well, not regular.
Well, it's a couple that got the end of us, like LeBron and KD and those guys, but new ones, I don't know. Hard to say. Big guys, maybe Joker.
Maybe Joker. You know what? Giannis.
You think Giannis?
I think just how hard he goes.
He goes hard. Yeah, but you don't think he's too light?
I think he would have. Yeah, I mean, he still takes a beating, though.
He does.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he takes a beating. I think Giannis, man, he's cut up like I was. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I can see that. A Giannis.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm going to tell you what. Terry Cummins, Oak, Anthony Mason, Ray Kite.
Remember those days?
Hey, you let them boys lay that wood on you. They take you out of the air.
They would.
Rick Mahorn.
Oh.
I mean, the list goes on.
This is regular season, too?
Oh, yeah. We don't have that no more. We don't have that no more. I mean, those guys, the guys in this area have not felt physicality until they felt those guys.
Wow.
Oh, my God. Buck Williams? Are you kidding me? I mean, come on, man. The physicality of the game back then, it was unreal. Which is another reason why I stayed in the weight room. I had to stay strong. Otherwise, they will break you down.